Okay, so it took me about 6 months, but here is this sketchbook I started in January. So the first page is a welcome page. I like to do that every time. It's one of the very few finished drawings in here. I did a lot of testing of watercolors and stuff. I was going to do planets on this page. Then this one I never finished. Yeah. Little colored pencil sketch. I didn't do a sketch beforehand, so that's why the proportions are a little wacky. Nice character drawing? Yep. Concept art for Rue. Then concept art for that fairy dome I made a while back. So that way I had an idea for what I wanted to do for that. Some doodles of Alfred. He's just so bite-sized, you know? One of my favorites in this sketchbook of William. Took a while to figure out the mirror effects. I might want to color this later so you can more easily see what's going on here. Then some sketches. It's kind of hard to see the correct orientation for this one, but yeah. And I do realize he's missing the wrong arm. Sorry. Some more sketches of Sammy, or Hisui, or Sue at this point. This half is fine, I guess. And then you get to, I don't know what happened to his arm. I wasn't thinking right, so I gave up. And this one was just very random. It didn't go very well either. And I finally got some sketches of Soul. Oh my gosh, these are some of my favorites. Even though they're not like technically finished, they help me figure out what his facial expressions are like. And then here is Eri, the first sketch I ever did of her. Oh my gosh, she looks like she died inside, which I mean, kind of at first. Oh, I never finished coloring the Easter sketch or the Easter drawing, but I can't even zoom out enough because my desk is too small. I need to get a better camera for this. But yeah, there's Raven, Evelyn, and Sue. They're all going on their Easter egg hunt and stuff. It's still one of my favorites. Even though I forgot to finish it. I might go back and finish it. I'll post a short of it if I do. Then here's one of my friend's characters, Maeve. I won't show the other page because it has details and this is still her character, but I'm proud of the artwork, even though we're going to change it up a little bit. Some more sketches of Eri. And trudging through molasses in January on a turtle. I'll leave you to interpret that. Then another one of my favorites of Eri, we did bubble art in art class. It was basically just paint mixed with bubbles and you just blew them on paper in a certain way. This one stayed on the page, and if you pop it, it gives you that nice splatter effect. Though it almost looks like something else, but you know, still I like how it turned out. Then here is a more finished drawing of Rue, aside from color. I did not color a lot in this sketchbook for some reason. I really don't know why. I have a lot of fun doing it, it's just tedious, I guess, and I really like doing ink sketches. Oh, and then this was Cecile? I think that was her name. And backwards it would be Lekek. This would be before she's an imp, but she's the daughter of Rue, which was on the other page. I did these sketches, I did these sketches at a doctor office, so I don't actually, there's a reason why I don't remember doing these. Here's an airplane sketch, because I know one of my friends doodles those a lot. and I saw someone's hair and thought, I'm going to doodle them, so I did. I got bored at Panda Express and doodled my food, even though you can't tell what it is. I started a sketch over here. It didn't quite turn out how I liked it, so it became a watercolor testing page. But I did do another one, and this is how it turned out, if you can see it. Basically, I completed the citation award at Awana this year, which is about 10 years of hard work studying the Bible, memorizing scripture, over 1,000 pieces of scripture, every book of the Bible summarized, and yeah, it was a lot of work, and I've been basically doing Awana my whole life, so I just wanted to mention that. And yeah, that's what this drawing is for. That's almost what I wore for receiving the citation award. It was a little bit more dressed up and stuff. I wasn't wearing my flats, I was wearing heels. But yeah, that's how that felt. It was pretty awesome to finally have that. Then doodled a little ocelot. I didn't do anything on this page because I was saving it for a character design, and I never got back to it. Oh, gotta focus. There we go. Some sketches of Cass and of Shade, or Shaylin as I'm renaming her, but she still can go by Shade or Shay. I did not like how these turned out. She looks like a Bratz doll. And the government is getting in the way of selling my legs, okay? These are just notes. I don't remember the full context, but who needs context for that? And I'm trying to figure out his hairstyle, but I know he needs nicer hair, but the way I draw it, it looks so messy. See, he's supposed to really care about what his hair looks like, so I don't want to go with this one, but it works, but it also doesn't, you know? And, you know, just some doodles, you know, trauma. Then here's a shaded version of Shade. I don't know why every so once in a while I like to do that because her name is Shade and I'm like, ooh, I can shade it. Oh, my camera's going crazy on this. Well, moving on. And I was going to do it for Cass, but then I gave up. That happens a lot. Goldfish mermaid. Similar to the Vanishing Mermaid, but I completely messed up when using supplies that I didn't use before. Otherwise, it would have been a really cute sketch. Then I was going to draw a squirrel for KP. She's a band member of the Riverside, but I completely forgot about this. But at some point, maybe I'll get back to it and post a short or something about it. But yeah, she signed the page I was going to doodle on, but then I forgot. I feel bad, but I'll go back and do it someday, I promise. I got art block and some emoji. Oh, it looks like the ink on top is moving on the watercolor. That's so weird. Like especially right here, if you watch. Okay. Anyway, for some reason I didn't use this page. I used this page instead, and it's just a very smug soul for some reason. I think that's from a restaurant scene. More art block! Yay! I think that's how most of these are. Just art block and sketches. Oh yes. And then this one, My Hero Academia Season 7 came out, and I found out 2 weeks after it happened. 2 weeks! I can't believe it. I don't know how I didn't know. But I know now, and they're an episode behind. We didn't get an episode this weekend. I'm pretty sad about that. More airy sketches. I don't like how that turned out, but I love how this turned out. Oh my goodness. I just love it. Need I say more? There's nothing that needs to be said here. It's beautiful. Focus. please. Oh my gosh. Thank you. And then here's Soul. He's less majestic. Oh, things look like they're moving. Why do things look like they're moving? Is it because of all the lines? That's so weird. Or at least when I'm filming, certain things look like they're moving. Anyway, here is Layla and Sarah. Now this one's actually really sad if you know the context of it. But most of you probably won't. There's probably only 2 of you out there. Maybe 3 at max that know the context of this and why it's actually a very sad yet wholesome drawing. There's another of Eri. Yes, she is both ballerina and ice skater because she is just that majestic. We can go past that, thank you. And I didn't get to finish this page because I ended up coloring on this one and forgetting that it shows through on the other side of the paper. I should have gone with watercolors, but I didn't. But I still inked this side at least, so you could kind of tell what's going on. Yeah. And then here's the page that I did color and stuff. It's hard to see fully, but I prefer the ink sketch because I used some markers that weren't very good and were running out of ink. And it ended up all streaky over here, so at some point I want to go in digitally and fix it, but I haven't done that yet. And then this is the page that also got ruined by this drawing over here. It seems that drawing keeps ruining everything for me, doesn't it? But this is the original that I was going to use for the Meet the Artist short that I made. But I ended up using it on my second channel, which is more personal. Yeah, this got a little bit ruined, so I did a doodle one instead for this channel. Because I didn't feel like redoing everything. But I did, but I didn't, you know. Then I did some more marker tests. So I tested the markers that I used on the Sammy, or the witch, back there a while ago. Oh, and Animal Jam was having a host awards thing hosted by, I forget the user, but I got to be one of the judges at that. These were my thoughts, but I ended up having to go before I could vote. Then here is Kira, or Azrio, and eventually later known as Thing, I guess, or say. And here is Naomi. Sorry, but I think she's gonna die, even though she's adorable. Then here is James meeting Autocon for the first time. I fully encaptured how crazy he is. I don't know how this worked out, honestly. Then here she is. Honestly, she's a lot like Betty Boop in my brain for some reason. I don't know. It might be just the short hair and the eyeshadow. Yeah, I had a habit of using both pages in this sketchbook. Some more sketches of Attica, her little emotions. She only has 3. Sweet and shy, scared and terrified, angry, and she will kill you, or at least try. She's not very good at it. Her little webbed hands. So cute. So magical. Then here's a colored sketch of her. See, I don't know why, she just reminds me of Betty Boop. I don't know, I've never even really watched Betty Boop, but that's what she reminds me of. First time she ever saw fire. No, he doesn't get legs, because I gave up. Sorry. It's another sketch of her. I got really obsessed with her because I was waiting for my tank to cycle so I could get a fish. So I made her while I waited, and yes, I do realize the betta I have is male, but I wanted the female character because it was more fun for the story. And then I was going to do a photo pile, but I don't remember what was in that photo pile, so now they're all just blank photos. I didn't finish this, and no, I do still want to. I still like these characters, but I don't like how this drawing was going. Like, something about this looks so flat. Something about the eyes looks wrong. Something about the hair. Just nothing looked right. That hand looks too big, if you can even see it. So that is why I gave up. And then around that same time, I was sick, and I thought, oh, I'm starting to feel better. I'll be good. Oh, that's weird. Something's going on. Oh no, I can't hear very well. That's not good. And my left ear started to hurt, and guess what? It was an ear infection. Yay! So, it's mostly gone now, but my ears still get plugged up, so that's fun. But, it's mostly taken care of, even though that was, over 2 weeks ago now, I think. I don't know. And then here is one of my favorite creations. Thing. Oh my gosh. I just find it so adorable and unsettling at the same time. It's just so cute. It can have little fingers, or it can just have little pointy limbs like the pointy ponies from My Little Pony. Just... and then it's so skinny, like me. Here's some more sketches of it when it's angry. It's got a feather. Okay, I need to stop talking in a baby voice, even though it's already. Anyway, there it is again. I don't know why I doodled on this side. I guess I thought I was gonna draw something over here and I never did. But yeah, there's it's wearing clothes for some reason, even though you can't really tell. And then here is Cedric in cursive, if you can even read that. It's all inky and droopy, and I couldn't get the white to show up as pure white because for some reason the black just completely absorbs it. So this is as white as I could get it, but there it is. I tested more markers, and the thing that shocked me about these ones is they don't show up on the other side of the page. I think that's because I haven't used watercolor markers in forever, but yeah, that's the brand if anyone's interested in these lovely colors. And this is what I did with them. I drew one of my friend's stuffed animals per her request, and there's the carrot and bunny again. She reminded me, hey, you haven't drawn those in forever. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? So I've been doodling them a little bit. Here's another one she requested. It's a pineapple sloth, I guess. So yeah, there's that. Cute. And then here is Cordelia. She's a little jellyfish mermaid thing. And I didn't finish it because I was pretty happy with the sketch and I didn't really feel like finishing it anyway. Yeah, I broke it. Don't ask why her arm and leg are detached and why her mask is all cracked. We can move on. Ooh. I thought about making this into an OC, but I decided, you know what, she's just gonna chill here as a doodle sketch. I mean, if I did make her into an OC, she would be friends with Sammy. She just gives those vibes. There she is again. Oh, she's cracked. And this was gonna be a benefish. I gave up. And happy Independence Day. There's Jade watching the fireworks all alone because she's off on her own little adventures now. Potentially. I don't know. I just also didn't feel like drawing too many characters, and I needed to finish that in the same day because that's what it felt like. Then I remembered I'm supposed to be doodling dragons more so I can get better at them. This is all I did aside from this page, which, if you can't tell, it's based off of the Animal Jam dragons forms because that's currently the one that I see the most. So this is Rinku. He's working on getting a story right now. He's kind of separate from the see-through thing, but he could be a part of it. I don't know. We'll see. More sketches of that one. Oh, see, she's interesting. I didn't really care about it bleeding through this time. And then here is the final page. It's probably my favorite page because I put the most effort into it, the most thought. And there we go, there's the date that I started and finished it. But yeah, here it is, Shade and Holly together in an adorable little hug. Sorry that it looks like she has some sort of a bug bite. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, this is one that I'm very proud of, and I wish that Sue could have been in it, but I felt like to stay accurate to what's going on right now, she couldn't be in it for now, but hopefully in later sketchbooks she'll be in the end piece again. I miss you. But yeah, that is technically it. Unless you want to count the doodle I did for 100 subscribers on my Mac account, which basically is about Mac and my fish, and gets more doodle updates. I don't know why, but it got more subscribers in this account. Probably because I don't really do much on this one, I just post art. But if you want to meet my cat and my other pets and just other stuff, you can try and find it, but I'm not going to say specifically what it is because that makes it more fun and more difficult for you. Anyways, that is that. And I'll be starting another sketchbook. I'll always be using these cork ones from now on because I find they're the best ones for me. Yeah, thanks for watching, I guess. Oh, and this is the finished see-through phone case that I did for my phone. So if you see someone with this phone case, you can pretty much guess that it's me. But anyways, I think officially that is it. And that got way longer than I expected. This is probably the longest sketchbook tour, so I'm gonna stop it now. Bye!